To me, music is like it's a journey, and hopefully they'll be taken on a journey that somewhere they haven't seen yet, a landscape that's unknown to them as yet. Perhaps certain things are familiar, other things not, and that's if the music is happening and it's good and it's happening well, then that's sort of what's happening, a journey. Well, the first tour that I did was just a tour in California, actually, as well as going to South by Southwest in Texas, so that was in March. And that tour I was just playing by myself. So whereas here I'm doing some stuff by myself, but I'm mainly playing with Adam Topol, who played drums on my album. Basically it started off like Adam and I knew each other from the album, but then it sort of worked out quite nicely because they needed a singer for 2 or 3 tracks, and so I sing those and they kind of sit in on a few tracks for me. So it also makes the setup very easy because we're basically just sort of like one band, really. There's a nice vibe. I mean, you never know until you meet the people, because at the end of the day, a band or sitting in a tour bus is just a bunch of individuals, and sometimes they get on, sometimes they don't, but it seems like everyone gets on really well, so it's been fun. Fall down, kneel, cry, tell my heart I won't deny. Fall down, kneel, cry, come right, testify. Writing, yeah, there is a process, but it's one that's hard to put into words, because writing songs it's more, the way I describe it is it's more just about preparing the ground for something that when it comes is beyond your control. I mean, it's a bit like a farmer. He's going to prepare his earth, and he can plow it, and he can put all kinds of stuff on the earth to help it, and then he chucks a seed in. But whether the seed really grows into a beautiful plant with lots of fruit or whatever, it's not really up to him. He can just do the bit at the beginning. And songwriting for me is a bit like that. It's like all the work is somehow taking you up to the very edge of the thing, and then what happens after that is sort of beyond your control. I think there's just a natural progression to things. Things seem to just take their own course, and each thing that you do seems to point towards the next thing. So I try not to think too much about what's going to happen in a year or 2 years. It invariably is never like how you think it's going to be. So why bother thinking about it? Fall down, kneel, cry, to my heart I won't deny. Fall down, kneel, cry, come right, testify. I think there has to be that kind of fundamental sort of joy in the process, in a way, and love of the process. Otherwise it's sort of boring for you, and if it's boring for you, then it's going to kill everyone in the audience. I think that's sort of what's exciting when you go to see a live band. It's feeling like something unique is happening that night. And if it gets too controlled or too sort of prepared, or then it's sort of less interesting. And I think a lot of the stuff that makes that spontaneity happen is just the love of doing it.